Ever wondered how top YouTubers and creators seem so natural and confident on camera? Today I'm breaking down 5 strategies you can use to boost your on-camera presence and leave a lasting impression every single time. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Joey. I'm a freelance social media marketer and content creator, and on this channel I help aspiring entrepreneurs, content creators, and business owners excel in social media marketing and improve their lives. Lesson number 1. Practice makes perfect. Having worked with a variety of businesses and people trying to grow their social media, I can tell you firsthand that the ones that succeed are the ones that are willing to go through the process. This goes without saying, but you don't really pick up a camera once and, be surprised that you're not reciting lines like an A-list celebrity. You really have to put in the repetition to get there, and the only way that this happens is with practice. I've seen very few people go on camera for the first time that perform in a way that they're really happy with. Because even the simple practice of being yourself on camera is a skill. And much like you weren't a Formula One driver after your first time driving, you're not gonna be a rock star the first time you're on camera. So, let go of the unreasonable expectations, allow yourself the ability to be better over time, and a good way to do that is by recording yourself. And as you're editing, identify the ways that you can improve. One of the best pieces of advice that I could give you is to allow yourself to go through the process. Meaning, quite literally, allow yourself to suck. Publish the video, make it the best you can with the skills you currently have, and let it go. Identify the ways that you could have improved and make your next video that 1% better. The gains will be exponentially greater than trying to perfect a single video over the course of a year. Lesson 2, master your script. You're going to want to write a clear and concise script to guide your talking points. Now, there's 2 ways to go about this. Number 1 is loosely scripting your videos by including your basic bullet points. And number 2 is scripting absolutely everything word for word, and this is going to really come down to preference. When you script loosely, you're pretty much just figuring out your main talking points to keep yourself organized, and you're going to elaborate off the cuff on those main talking points. This might help you be a little bit more natural and save a lot of time up front. Whereas scripting everything can be super time consuming, and reciting from a teleprompter without sounding robotic is definitely a skill that you need to learn. You don't want to sound like I am Joseph and I am here. I've seen a lot of people read everything off of a script through the teleprompter, but then not really a fan of how they sounded in post-production because it doesn't feel natural. So it will require some trial and error on your part to really get into the flow of what you prefer for your videos. In my personal opinion, I like to script everything because I do find I can read something and still inject my own personality. Even though it takes more time up front, it's kind of a pain, it makes the flow of my videos better and the editing process is a lot more efficient. Pro tip, write your scripts the way that you would talk in person if you are going to go that route. Now, if you are going to script things, you're going to need a teleprompter. I prefer to use one, which actually helps me read my scripts a lot more efficiently. I use the Glide Gear TMP 100, which is pretty old now, but it does the trick. Then I import my scripts from my desktop to my phone using the teleprompter app. I set the speed that I want the words to roll at, and off we go. Alternatively, you could look at your scripts on either Microsoft Word or your computer or in the notes section of your phone. Memorize the line, say the line, but again, I prefer to be as efficient as possible, and you might be the same if you don't really have all day to film a video. Lesson number 3, engage with your audience. You're going to want to maintain eye contact by looking at the camera lens the same way that you would if you were talking to a person. And I often say the best piece of advice that I could give someone to improve the quality of their videos is to talk to the camera as if you're talking to a friend at a coffee shop. You wouldn't be like looking at the ground, kind of timid, you wouldn't be awkward, you would be full of life, charismatic, confident. And this is the biggest thing to wrap your head around. Because obviously when you're talking to a camera, there's no reciprocation. There's no feedback, so people feel a little awkward. Like, this is weird, I'm talking to an inanimate object. But over time, through repetition and practice, you'll start to feel more natural and you'll start to let your personality shine through. Lesson number 4, optimize your setup. When it comes to filming videos, there's quite a lot that you can actually get away with on a lower budget. And there's a few easy ways to improve the production value of your videos without spending a fortune. Let me tell you why you want to invest in production value. Because even though people might not be paying you for your content just yet, people are still paying you with their time that they spend to watch your videos. And the more that people can actually visibly see the effort that you're putting forth into your videos, the more time they're going to be willing to spend watching your content. And this doesn't have to be like an overnight transformation by any means. Like I said, goal is really to make each video 1% better every single time. And honestly, over time, you'll be shocked at your on-camera growth. So what are some ways that you could instantly improve your video quality? First thing is with audio. Whether you're filming with a camera or an iPhone, there's a ton of budget-friendly options that will make sure that the quality of your audio is crisp. Because you can probably get away with a lower quality like camera for a long time, but one thing that people hate is terrible audio. The second thing is lighting. If you have access to a lot of natural lighting, then that's amazing because this is going to be really easy for you. But if you don't, then I certainly recommend investing one or two budget-friendly lights. It's not necessary to spend an arm and a leg, but at the same time, this is an investment in your business, right? Because the difference that lighting makes to overall production quality is immaculate. If you could understand literally the fundamentals of lighting, you could actually shoot with your iPhone because the quality is good enough now that with the principles of lighting, you could make a banger edit and some people might not even be able to tell the difference. Next, you really want to minimize distractions in the background so people can focus on you and the value that you're delivering. Now, this is totally different depending on the context of the video, which might sometimes entail that you're in public, but if you're filming a video solo and there's really no reason for there to be noise or any distractions, then I would say don't, because it becomes very distracting. This is where having a setup at your house makes a huge difference because it's totally within your control and you can control the lighting, the audio, the camera setup, and what people see and what they don't see. Lesson number 5, quite possibly one of the most important, is relax and be yourself. Before you record, take a couple relaxing deep breaths, and at the end of the day, if you don't like the first take, second take, third take, re-record. It's that simple. The only way through the process of not being good on camera to being this unstoppable force is to go through the process. Also, real quick guys, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button because that really helps the YouTube algorithm push it towards more people that will find this video helpful. Cheers. That said, embrace your unique personality, let it shine through, and the more confident and comfortable you are, the more that will happen. One of the coolest parts about having your personality shine through is you could take this mundane subject that might be boring and people will be like, damn, like this is exciting. I wasn't into stamps, at first, but I might become a collector. Like, these things are powerful. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. People have this idea of how they should look on camera, and then there's how they actually look on camera. And how you actually perform on camera, and the imperfect version is the one that people will find more relatable. They relate to authenticity, so make mistakes, stutter your words, get that funny segment. People might actually laugh, and it might be the thing that makes your video stand out the most. If you're not being yourself and you're being this character and you build this brand around this character, that's kind of what leads to burnout, right? When you realize, I just don't have the energy to do this anymore or maintain this fictional character. So now that we know you can talk to the camera like a pro, the next hard part is really understanding how to create your videos so people keep watching. If you struggle with this, as I did at the beginning, I highly recommend checking out the video here, which is how to transform your videos in 3 simple steps. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.